All right, guys. Hello, and welcome. Make sure that first of all that my headphones are connected here, and they are not. It's not what I normally do, but Bobby, I wanted to get into her really quick, get into her story because she's everywhere, and y'all know me, I'm a black podcaster. A lot of things about this story to me stood out, and I said I want to talk about it with my people, with whoever wants to listen. Who is she? Was one of my first questions. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I kind of want to go back a little bit. She grew up sounds like a middle class. Let me see. Before I lie, let me not lie. She was actually in cosmopolitan. Like she's really, really, really popular. Okay, people really boost her up. They call her a sarcastic interviewer. Okay, um, talking about her cringe conversation with Drake that went viral. Okay, she has 55 million views, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and she's number three on Spotify. And she has a podcast called The Really Good Podcast. And my title is pretty much plain and simple. You have a white woman who becomes popular in about 5 months. Okay, very, very popular. The thing about it with black podcasters who are obnoxious or loud, they get a bad rap for that. And I'm just being honest with you guys. You guys need to know this when I say these things. I'm not just saying to be like funny or anything. They do get a bad rap for being that type of way. I want to say that, but we'll touch on that later. So she started doing things on TikTok in 2021, talking about her pregnancy. And I was like, what? So there was something in Teen Vogue. Make sure I have this right article. Talking about people who were on TikTok and, talking about having kids, a lot of different things that were going on. And she's somewhere in this article, but her thing was about, having a baby and being on YouTube and, doing the influence thing. So she's 25-year-old mom, 3.6 million on TikTok, a mom influencer, right? Hmm. She did things awkwardly with her husband on camera. I mean, that's her brand. No, there's no shade with that when I say these things, okay? Um, but that's where she kind of got her start, right? Then she had this whole thing on TikTok where she danced with a banana and got 2 million views. 2 million views, yeah. Wow. Hmm. Let's see, do I have? I'm trying to look at the. So one thing I want to talk about is the whole thing with. Okay, hold on. Let me keep going. I'm sorry. So 2023, this year, she creates a TikTok account, a new TikTok account. Only white woman can create a whole new TikTok account and get 3.3 million views. And you guys might think that I'm being racist or whatever. I don't really care, to be honest. To be fair, my channel is my channel, and we have discussed it before. I support influencers, women especially. I can't help but feel the way I feel. And I'm just looking at facts and talking to them. I'm not making anything up. So February, she announced to everybody about her new show called The Really Good podcast debuted in April 2023. What is this? September? October, May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months. So in July, she interviewed rapper Drake in a really good podcast. Of course, the clip went viral on TikTok. Then she put it on her YouTube channel. Okay. So then we have others who came on there, Lil Yachty, Mark Cuban, Offset. Now the whole thing with Offset checked the dog shit out of her online. That was funny. Now there was something that I was reading about. Hold on. I thought it was an article that I was reading about her because people really love her. I don't know what I did with that doggone article I was reading. So now they're saying that Drake situation with, they have stopped talking. I don't even know that's to be true because to me Drake doesn't do anything with black podcasts, not that I see. So I was surprised. There it is right there. So Bustle wrote an article called Don't Come for Bobby. And so this is one thing I also want to look at. Um the really good podcast host Bobby is more concerned about feeding than eating. Let me see. Whether you're attracted to her or simply confused by her, chances are you have been seeing something about Bobby on the internet the past few weeks, gaining following of 1.2 million followers. She interviews guests in a comedically awkward, unwavering, deep, deadpan effect. My thing is, this woman could come out and be creative and do something different on the podcast stream, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's something new, it's something great." What's the name of the podcaster that does similar conversations? That black man? Oh my god! Wait a minute. Now this is gonna bother me. Hold on. Funny Marco. Funny Marco is somebody who they say she got her stuff from as far as her changing up. Because I told you guys she did change her brand up. She did change things up. How many people have you known to, as far as somebody who's not of color, to see somebody who of color do something? People love Elvis, but I don't give a care what history book says. Elvis stole his whole dance and move from black and blues and rhythm and everything. The things that we have done in the past have been stolen from us 100 times. So me talking about this, I'm breaking it down so you guys understand. This white woman literally took her brand from other black podcasters and black media and created her own lane, and she's able to do that because she's white. Y'all don't want to hear it, the truth, but it is what it is. Okay, so she gets a rare interview. Who agreed to appear after watching her episode with who? Funny Marco. Am I not? Hello. Period. People have been saying that she's an industry plant, and I'm reading it from the article like, oh my god, no. She's debunked that. She's been signed with a Hollywood talent agent, and all this stuff by her and Drake and YouTube. That doesn't mean anything. I'm sorry. Of course, Bustle. If you guys are going to support this woman, let's see how many black podcasters are featured who gone viral. What happened? Where they at? Exactly. Exactly. And if there was one, y'all would be talking about them anyway. Her biggest dream, her biggest thing is she wanted to be a mother. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. She came from Southern California, like I told you before. Cali girl. She worked as a nanny. That tells you how much she wanted to be involved as far as being a mother, being involved with children. All that's a beautiful thing. Which is why most of her content was geared toward children, babies, all these things. Then when you decide to change your brand, her husband doesn't you want to be in the public eye at all, mind you. Her biggest thing was she was a mommy vlogger. Mind you, all those videos have been taken down. All of them. I mean, somebody may have screen recorded one or two, whatever, but she erased that entire brand. Now, I can speak to this and say, I have done that, had an entire brand and erased it and started completely over. But I did not take anyone's culture or copy it out for anyone. I made my own brand and created it. They say they want to keep reporting in the Bustle article. Again, not an industry plant. I disagree. Maybe not an industry plant, but how about a culture vulture? Can we do that instead? Okay. Now, mind you, they said she posted a TikTok offering $300 to anyone who could easily successfully connect it to celebrity guests. She says she was deleting them, putting things up, trying to make it work. She said she would have gotten it no matter what. And as far as being a grinder and a hustler, that's my life, that's my world. I eat, sleep, and drink that. There's so many black podcasters that's doing the hustle. It's frustrating that all that we see is the blonde Bobby or the dark hair Bobbies or the whatever Bobbies. I'm not saying she did not do any grinding to get where she is. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of elbow grease involved with this situation. But I can still break down her story and give you guys my commentary and how I feel about it and still align those with facts. She says she wants to be a TV show. Now, mind you, I'm talking about myself when I say this. I said that Commission Reviews is a brand. Commission Reviews was like own network Netflix to me. That eventually I will have TV shows created under my brand. I'll be behind the camera producing and being in production. So she's like, I go from interviewing a rapper, go to dinner with him, Lil Yachty, go to a Blink 182 concert, and then come home to my kids and read books to them. Wonderful life. Again, I would love to hear a story where a black woman goes through that too. I came from nothing. I struggled. I've been doing podcasting for 11 years. I finally do get that break. And so now I am interviewing with Joe Budden. I'm just giving an example. And coming home to my family and making sure my family's bills are paid for. It just sounds like a nice life for me. There's so many of these stories out there. Where are our stories? It's more like that. And the thing about it, if we didn't have stories out there or we weren't doing these things, then I would have nothing to stand on. But it's a difference. There is stories out there. I'm a story out there. There's plenty of these. Do you understand what I'm saying? Please understand me. Still, I can celebrate a woman becoming a podcaster and doing her thing, but there's plenty of story like these. Not many like me. And I mean not many that are being done, but that you guys don't hear about. She's sending DM. She's pretty much being a big ass troll. She starts sending DM to, a celebrity. My girlfriend said you hooked up with Drake and got divorced. I am saying that is not true, he wrote. She said, I'm not commenting publicly, but off the record, you're right. That is not true. Like, I don't know. That's just kind of just really how I really feel about the situation. She's doing great number, doing great things, but I don't know. It is messed up in a lot of ways. Whether she knows it or not, her fans are gonna love her regardless of what. And probably will come under my comments instead of being open to listening. Will come under my comments and negative things, which is not correct. Because I'm proud of my work, and I know eventually somebody will see or something will happen. And I'm gonna keep pushing. Not gonna stop anything. But I have been wanting to talk about this for a while, so I did it today. So, all right, guys, join the membership. Getting 5 more members this week. Join the membership. Of course, the Cash App is Kamisha Reviews. Once again, this was the Queen of Reality TV. Until next time.